Disruptive week in New South Wales continues. Parents have been left short for a second time in 2 months as public and Catholic school teachers conduct strike action, unhappy with the state government's June budget offer. Let's go live to Kenny Heatley, who is in Sydney for us this morning. Kenny, the government has caved into some of the demands from the rail union as well, so a heavy day ahead. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Pete. And we are going to see thousands of teachers take to the streets later on this morning. And then from 10 o'clock, probably they're going to be marching down Macquarie Street. Some schools in New South Wales will be closed, some offering limited supervision. Teachers are unhappy with what was offered in the state budget. They were offered a 3% pay rise. They want something that beats or matches inflation, currently over 5%. So they're looking for something between 5 and 7.5%. But they also say that there was nothing in the budget that addresses the crippling workloads and staff shortages that they have at the moment. And as a result of those staff shortages, the deteriorating standards in the classroom, which is affecting students as well. Now, we do know that the state government wants to take teachers away from these administrative tasks so they can focus more on teaching, but the teachers aren't happy, and that's why they're taking to the streets today. Labor supports the teachers, but they're refusing to put a figure or a percentage on what they would offer teachers if they were in government. But Education Minister Sarah Mitchell says that these strikes are politically motivated because there is an election coming up in March and they are a coalition government. So it is going to be very disruptive for parents today. Yeah, also on the rail network too, Kenny. Yeah, absolutely. So the industrial action is continuing today, but it's going to be similar to what we saw yesterday in terms of delays on the network, and we didn't see widespread chaos. Tomorrow is the big day with that, where train drivers will refuse to operate foreign-made trains, reducing the network by 75%, causing massive delays and cancellations on the network. But it's still unclear if that's going to take place, because yesterday the state government agreed to these physical alterations to these foreign-made trains made in South Korea that have been mothballed, sitting in sheds here and overseas for the past 2 years at a cost of $30 million per month to taxpayers. Well, they've agreed to spend $264 million to make these alterations that the unions have been demanding to end this stalemate. But the unions have said, we want that in writing, and we'll consider that and let you know this afternoon if we're going to continue this industrial action, which is taking place tomorrow. Pete, on top of that, Blockade Australia climate activists say they're going to be taking to the streets in CBD, trying to cause disruption again today and tomorrow. So it is a bit of a day in Sydney today. Yep, sure is. Kenny Heatley, thank you.